You ever really look at the money in your wallet? Those faces staring back at you weren't chosen because they were the best of us. They were chosen because they were convenient for the system. Back in the 1800s, money was chaos. Every bank, state, and even some companies printed their own notes, covered in eagles, Greek gods, or whatever. Then the Civil War hit, and Lincoln's administration said enough. They passed the National Banking Act and created one national currency. And to make people trust that paper money, they slapped familiar faces on it. Washington, Lincoln, not because they were saints, because they were safe. It was about credibility, not character. And here's the thing, there's no law, there's no checklist of greatness. Secretary of the Treasury picks, and the Bureau of Engraving and Printing locks it in. By the 1920s, when they shrunk the bills down to the size that we use now, the lineup froze. Washington on the dollar, Lincoln on the 5, Hamilton on the 10, Jackson on the 20, Grant on the 50, Franklin on the 100. That's not a Hall of Fame, that's politics on paper. And look at who they kept. Andrew Jackson, the man who enslaved hundreds and literally called paper money a scam. He shut down the National Bank and swore that this stuff was a curse. And yet, somehow he's on the bill that we use most today. Meanwhile, Harriet Tubman was announced for the $20 bill back in 2016. A woman who freed the enslaved, led Union soldiers, risked her life for liberation. Almost a decade later, and she's still not in our wallets. Every time the design is ready, somebody shelves it. Because America's fine with enslavers in your pocket. But a black woman who toppled slavery? That's too much truth for them to circulate. So no, the cash in your pocket doesn't tell a story of greatness. It tells you who this country felt safe to celebrate. The faces in your wallet are not the best of us. They're just the ones the system keeps in rotation. So let me ask you, if money's supposed to reflect who we are, who do you think should really be on it? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. I'm curious about your loving. I'm curious.